Welcome. You're watching the Thrift Store Rundown, where we bring Hollywood home on a budget. A hurricane, a tornado, a tie bomb, a nuclear bomb, a zombie apocalypse, the rapture! Whenever these calamities threaten our world, you need to be well prepared. The American Red Cross has some great life-saving information for you and your family. However, since we are TSR, we almost always have to have a little bit of pop culture-based reinforcement. Today, that reinforcement comes to us via The Walking Dead. Specifically, their official cookbook and survival guide, written by Lauren Wilson, a Brooklyn-based chef, with food photography by Yun Hee Kim. This is purchased for 50% off the price of $3.99. And I'm approaching this just like I would any other TV show that I've heard so much about, but have not taken a strong liking to as of yet, like Game of Thrones and Friends, for instance. As an outsider, in this case, a survivor, if you will. It's always tough to approach cookbooks like these from TV shows like these as an outsider, because I don't know much about them. So I'm going to give my very best as I would any other cookbook that I haven't heard about, because I know you Walking Dead fans will not accept anything less than the best. Otherwise, I'm as good as dead. So before I get to reviewing, have a look at the trailer from the book's publisher, Insight Editions. Now, let's feast our eyes on this and see if we don't get too disgusted in the process. So, at the beginning of this book, we have the survival guide. How to build a fire, stock up on non-perishable foods, and of course, dozens of gizmos and gadgets needed for staying indoors in case of a power outage during a tornado or a hurricane. And if you're outdoors, how to scavenge, how to forage, and how to hunt down some wild animals that you'll definitely want to snack on during the zombie apocalypse or any other calamity that comes our way. And then after that survival guide, we get to the recipes, which, not surprisingly, will have a few of them having you on a scavenger hunt on your own, on the phone or online, trying to outsource some of the more exotic ingredients for the main dishes in here, like goat, and deer, and even squirrel. And a meat alternative known as TVF, textured vegetable protein, for some alternative breakfast patties. Yeah, no thanks. There are a few dishes in here that are indeed grounded and down to us, like Hustle's Spaghetti Tuesday Dinner, and Chicken a la Lucille. But when it comes to herb-braised rabbit and goat stew, yeah, thank God there's a resource guide at the end of this book with websites so that you can hunt down some of the more exotic animals needed for these hearty main dishes. I guess it's in the name of authenticity. I mean, if you really want to eat like a survivor of The Walking Dead, or if you just want to eat on yourself as a member of The Walking Dead in the name of survival, you'll want to check out these websites. There's also plenty of dehydrated, powdered, and freeze-dried foods that a good chunk of the recipes here call for, like powdered cheese and freeze-dried mushrooms, among other things. In addition to the ingredients, we also have websites and resources for survival gear and food equipment. For further reading, Lauren Wilson recommends these books at the end of this book so that you can stock up on your knowledge for all things survival. Hunting, sprouting, growing your own food, foraging, food preservation. And speaking of food preservation, towards the end of this book, we have a guide to making your own pickled and canned and preserved foods, just in case the next apocalypse, whatever that is, outside of Alexandria, Virginia, takes place. As far as my favorite Walking Dead character, and again, I haven't seen The Walking Dead as of yet, so call me a simpleton, but I must say, Lori. She is 100% hot. How hot? Oh, lordy, Lori! In a very classy, yet gruff around the edges kind of way, she's hot. And she's gonna have to be gruff around the edges, yielding a gun to any of the Walking Dead who threatens her, her husband Rick, or any other of their survival pals. Sarah Wayne Callies. There could have been no better casting. Oh, and yeah, there's also sweet treats to die for, including some cookies that call for acorn flour and beets. Like I said, the resource guide is a major help and a major plus for this book. So to say that this is a book that is definitely not for the more domesticated among the living and Walking Dead in today's society is putting it lightly. But it's in the name of being a true Walking Dead fan, going that extra mile to prove your loyalty for the show and making Lauren Wilson proud at the very least. By the way, Lauren does me proud, even as a non-Walking Dead fan, to acknowledge her fellow Walking Dead fans at the end of this book. Thank you to all my fellow Walking Dead fans. I hope you enjoy reading and cooking from this book as much as I enjoyed writing it. You also enjoy getting a kick out of the photographs from many great Walking Dead episodes that are spread throughout this book. A good many of them almost on an equal playing field as the food photographs in here. So, all in all, this book, which retails for $29.99 in the US and $39.99 in Canada, just $10 more, would actually be pretty nice to hold on to. But be warned, it's not for the faint of heart. Prepare a feast for your fellow survivors with The Walking Dead, the official cookbook and survival guide. A collection of mouth-watering recipes, well, mouth-watering is kind of pushing it, inspired by the hit AMC series. Featuring hearty breakfasts, tasty main courses, delicious desserts, and even spirited libations. Yes, there is such a thing as happy hour in the midst of your hellacious new reality. You can enjoy colorful show images and delectable recipes, including the ones I've highlighted at random, all the ones listed here at the bottom of the description in the back. Either way, Walking Dead fan or not, I'd say that this book is one to die for. And yeah, that is hyperbole. But it's definitely warranted hyperbole, and it's just a lot of fun to read too. So 4.5 out of 5 claps. The living dead should not catch you dead without this book.
Hello, this is me! For the very first time I'm at David Buster's! I'm playing The Walking Dead! I never watched the damn thing, but Dad! Am I getting hooked on this damn thing? I'm on the story mode right now! But I can't talk too much! But there's something everywhere! Yep! This is my first time in a David Buster's! Oh, yeah!
watching TSR. Now, to see another awesome review like this one, click here. If you want to become a Hollywood bargain hunter, click here to subscribe. And I'll catch you on the thrift side.